awareness of calendar and scaffolds for Jesus. What do you think are the most doable next steps for you?
I think I'd like to focus on engaging Jesus, like
Okay.
providing him with some sort of like independent work. Like maybe he could have like a calendar book with
Cool.
us where you could like do some Velcro stuff.
Yeah.
That's my biggest next step. Because Luis and Michael, I can tell, like, because I can ask them questions and they can answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're ready to move on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could do all of the verbal prompting with them and have Jesus follow along by showing his calendar. That would be really cool.
Yeah, or even like Michael and Luis, well, maybe not Michael, but like Luis could even have his own something, and he could like write on it with a whiteboard marker because he's writing now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael, we can just continue verbal verbal stuff, which is what his strength is anyways.
So Luis moved to whiteboards, Michael verbal prompting, and Jesus something more physical.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe like with Michael, I could also work on like, sometimes I think Michael, he takes like his leadership role like too seriously, and he like sort of doesn't give the other kids like any think time or like.
Yeah, he's fast to respond.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I've been like working on like, Michael, like let him do it. I'll be like, here, Jesus, here. Like he'll like want to do it for the other kids.
Could you call the student's name before you ask a question, or could he have like a whisper phone or some way that he could just be verbal, but that wouldn't, I don't know know if that would work. Have you ever tried that?
The whisper phone? No, but he'd probably be into it.
I think he would like it. He probably, because you get such a sensory input from it.
I could also see him like yelling into it.
He might, but he would learn real fast that not to do that.
He sort of likes that kind of, like,
he likes the loud noise.
Yeah, he likes loud noises and like bright things. I don't know, like he's like very sensory seeking.
So it might be too much.
Yeah. Oh, you tried though. That's a good idea.
Because then he could always be responding. Or you could just like, okay, this is a whisper phone. If you whisper into it, you get to keep it and give it to him.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't whisper, then
yeah.
And if he does whisper, give it to
him. Yeah. Yeah. Or like maybe I could even, I don't know. I ordered new iPads, so like an army of iPads. Yeah. So like maybe I've been like toying with the idea of like kind of going like semi-blended with these friends.
Yeah. Are the apps that you're using with them, are they engaging? Are they, I know Luis used to just like click everywhere. Is he still doing that? Or?
Yeah, and it's like hard. And then when I set them in an app that I want them to be in, they get upset. So it's hard to like use the iPad as like a learning device and as a reward.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're used to seeing it one way.
Yeah. But I bet I could like, I don't know, try to find some stuff.
I can't talk and take notes. I'm just not something good at yet. Okay, so you have two kind of next steps. Probably the more doable one is around building the independence for Jesus.
Yeah.
And like the next step for Luis and for Michael around whiteboards in the calendar time.
Yeah.
The blended thing is probably a bigger trial.
Yeah. Well, I think in just like in general, like I'm trying to like rethink how I structure Moon Stars.
Yeah, and I didn't get a good picture of the whole group because two of them were taken out.
Yeah, like that's like the part that you saw is like the part where I'm like, yeah, got this.
Yeah.
And then when we like do more individualized work is where it starts to like fall apart a little bit.
Okay. And what do you think that's due to? Because aren't the aids there then?
Yeah, but there's not all of the aids.
Okay. Would it be helpful if I come to for informally and see that part of the lesson?
Yeah, or like what I'm thinking, well, and I also sort of feel bad because like during that piece is like a lot of the kids are being taught by aides. Like, so when I envisioned it initially, it was like I would be like the math, I would teach math like Mondays and Wednesdays, and I would teach reading Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then like ideally like the kids would rotate, like, and then like one of the aides would do, you know, like reading or, you know, and then they would rotate through. But then we found like moving the kids was difficult. And then so we tried, so then we tried to move the adults, but then that got difficult. And then it's just like, it requires like so much flexibility because like it could be like, you know, I might have Luis and Michael and like we're doing great work, but then like Luis Saldana is throwing a temper tantrum, Jesus is running, we're not just under the table, and then it's like, and then I think I've had not enough time to follow up with aides and like lay out my expectations for what like I want them to be doing. So it feels difficult. Like I feel most of the time I feel good about like if I can touch like one or two kids like individually, like I feel good about that, but like I would like to touch all of them every day.
Yeah, so what if they're working with their students, partnered or individual, and you're rotating to each group?
That's a good idea. Or like I might just like keep those three kids because I can handle the three by myself, no problem. And then send everyone to lunch at the same time. And then like when they come back, like they can take the big kids back to class, and then like I don't
send
know.
those three to lunch at the same.
Yeah, like send the three to lunch and then bring them back, and like then do like the kindergartners like as a separate class.
Yeah.
Even I don't know. I've been toying with it, ideas.
Yeah, that sounds good too. If all six of them at the same time doesn't work, that the three certainly did.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I will come in informally when it's the same time every day. So
it would be like